Hello crafting friends, welcome to my podcast. My name is Barbara Radzivikas and this is Bondi Crafter. In my podcasts are mainly about knitting and quilting, all sorts of quilting, patchwork quilting, English paper piecing, some foundation paper piecing, but mainly English paper piecing, and also I'm very interested in lap quilting, which I do some tutorials for. This week is a very busy week for me because it's leading up to my big birthday. It's going to be 70 on the 3rd of September. So very happy about that. I'm so lucky. I thank God every day for this life on this beautiful earth. And to get this age, you know. My poor mum was feeling really worn out by this age. I mean, I'm feeling pretty worn out too, but still going. And so thankful, and making videos that I never thought I would do, but you know, busy week. We're going to have a, what are we going to have for my birthday party on the 4th? We're going to have high tea, so it's going to start at about 1 o'clock. We're going to make all those nice things that they have at the hotels in town. So 3-layered sandwiches, cake, salmon, drinks. Yeah, so looking forward to that. Well, I am looking forward to that when I'm 70 in a day. A lot of trips around the sun for me, as some of my friends are. I'd like to welcome my subscribers, my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. My friends. Nice to see you all. So let's get into this. What I've done this week. I've started a new cardigan. Remember I did a off-white lacy cardigan. I loved it so much. It's called, it's in my, this is a lovely book, by the way. It's a Shetland Wool Week book for 2021. And I'm making, I can't say it either, and I know that there's a sort of thing about it, but I'm making the fairy fern cardigan. I know that's not how you say it, but this is basically, it's a fairy fern cardigan by Elizabeth Johnston. It's such a beautiful pattern. And so I am going to do it again. Here it is. Beautiful. And I'm doing it this time in, this is how far I've gotten. It's bottom up, all in one piece to the armholes, and then I'm just going to make it a bit different for the armholes this time. I'm going to add some stitches so that it'll go on top of a 3/4 sleeve t-shirt. The yarn is beautiful. That's it. It's Rowan felted tweed. It feels beautiful. The content is 50% wool, 25% alpaca, and 25% viscose. So it feels so lovely. And this lace pattern lends itself beautifully to it. And the cables, I love it. And it feels so, it's like, I don't know, it's like air. It's so lofty and beautiful. This is my 3rd ball. I'm nearly finished it. It is going through the yarn pretty well, but I want to use my yarns, and this is one of my favorites that I've had since last year, the avocado. The color is avocado. we love it. And I'm doing it on 4.5mm needle circulars. This week I got some, this is what came in the post for me this week. I ordered it a fair while ago, I can't remember, it must have been 3 or 4 weeks ago. Is this lovely? It is beautiful, and that's the colours of it. 2 skeins, and it's called Artistic Yarn by Abby.com. Beautiful. And Abby sent me some stitch markers, some 4-leaf clovers. Beautiful. So there's one on each. 2 stitch markers or row markers. This is lovely yarn. It is 4-ply and it's self-striping. I love self-striping yarn. It's just, I'm just amazed at, you know, how the stripes turn out on both socks. They turned out the same on my other socks, if you remember, that I made last week. It's amazing. But I'm wondering how self-striping yarn turns out on a shawl, if anyone's done it. I'd like to know. Have a picture. Send me your comments below. I'd love to know how self-yarning stripe turns out in a shawl. That would be very interesting for me. And some of my readers, some of my viewers probably. You're probably wondering what my dangly earrings are. Bees. I've got bees on my ears. My father used to call me Bee. I don't know, maybe I buzzed around a fair bit, but I love bees. I've only ever trodden on 1 bee in my whole life. I must have been about 7, and I had sandals on, and we had a big paddock of land next door to our house, and a lot of clover. And I had open sandals on, tearing through the clover. And a bee got caught in my sandal, poor thing. And yeah, you know what happens to bees. But yeah, it stung me on the foot. And that was the only time I've ever been stung by a bee. I think they like me. My dad had a hive of native bees, Australian native bees, that he kept for years in the back enclosure thing that he had. I think it was on a tree that was chopped down, so he had a whole part of a tree and the nest, a hive of these native bees, and they must have liked it there because they stayed. But they were little tiny bees, very small bees, and they didn't sting. That's native bees. I don't ever remember taking honey from them. I'm not sure about taking honey from bees if they're not in, you know, if they, that's not what you have them for. If you have them for pollinating and stuff, you don't take their honey. Just my opinion. I know in people have businesses, you know, that they rob hives. But yeah, that was his native bees, and I love bees. So yeah, let's see what else we've got. I have been watching TV while I knit in the afternoons. I only knit in the afternoons. I've been watching the tour of Spain. I love watching bicycle rides. And this week, for 3 weeks, it's the Vuelta of Spain, the tour of Spain on bikes. You get to see all the countryside and everything. It's so beautiful. And I like, I don't know what it is about it. I like seeing the scenery. I know all the teams, all the guys riding around. The guys seem to be more interesting, I've got to say. And the Australian commentators are very knowledgeable on their teams and everything. Love going around Spain on bikes. And just listening to it, you know, it's beautiful. How they describe the countryside, how they describe the teams, what they're up to, where they're going. It's all good. I just love bikes. My father had a bike shop. I was growing up till about the age of 10, then we moved, and he still did bikes up and things, but I lived in a motorbike shop. So we had the best motorbikes, all the old vintage bikes. I've got some photos of me sitting on bikes with my brother. Yeah, we got to know the whole town. The whole town knew us, actually, because it was a small town. But yeah, love the bike rides.
Making sure you have enough fuel on board, because
isn't it just beautiful? This is SBS. I've taped it, and I love listening to it just while I'm knitting or stitching. Such beautiful scenery. This week I have to make some economy blocks for my swap for September. These are the fabrics that I've chosen. My swapping partners tell me what they want. I'm swapping with 3 people this month. I've got some greens, some beautiful greens. One of my friends wanted hot pink. That's the closest I've got to hot pink. Beautiful reds. As you've probably seen in previous videos, I have made some red. This is beautiful red. It's not showing up. It's blowing out, as they say. This is a beautiful red. Red seemed to blow out more. Orange. Someone wanted orange. I love low volume black and whites. I'm going to also make myself some blocks. Every month I make myself some blocks to go with the ones I've made for my friends. Isn't that lovely? Looks like clouds. I only use 100% cottons, very good quality cottons for quilting and swapping. You don't want to receive something that's not going to hold up or is not as good as you would make yourself. And this is screen printed. It's a Hoffman. So beautiful. Hasn't got a name, it's just got a number, PN 008. That's one of my, Philip Jacobs cactus. Some Australian flannel flowers. Isn't that lovely? It's soft blue, powder blue, and finally green. I love green. Look, it matches everything. Matches a yarn. We're matching. Oh, also matches this. So how unreal is that? The economy block swap that I'm in, it's an Australian only swap, and it's you can find it hashtag on Instagram, hashtag Aussie Crafty Swaps. I'm thinking that's what it's called. I'll put it in the description box below. But any Aussies out there who like sewing and swapping, please join us. More the merrier. It's raining again in Sydney. Cold snap, brought rain too. Can you hear my windscreen wipers? That's so funny. They're saying Brad Pitt. Listen. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. So funny. Good. I got this DVD this week in the mail. I've been wanting to get it for ages. It is such a great movie. I love it. It's an Indian movie, The Lunchbox. And it's such a terrific story. I think, I don't know, just like how it's all knitted together with bento boxes and the bento box system in Mumbai. So if you're looking for an interesting movie to watch, I recommend The Lunchbox. That's me signing off for this week, friends. I'll see you after I'm the big 70. I will take some footage of my party. My rails are coming, some of my rails, and the food. John's helping me and my family. I've just got to clear out some space for some of the relatives to sleep. Okay, me signing off for this week. Bye. Please like and subscribe if you like my videos. It helps my channel grow, and it's so exciting to see it grow, and I'm so thankful for all you who have subscribed already and those potential subscribers. Please click the buttons. Thanks.